Anna. This is my reading about operating theories, body bits, and a post-apartheid aesthetics. Uh, to be completely honest, this reading was a little difficult for me. I had to reskim several times. I don't know that I arrived at the original intended conclusion of the author, but sensing my difficulty, I sought to find my own conclusions, and this is what I have. My summary of the reading is that it is about how theater can analyze the human body while avoiding celebrating negative images of the human body. There's a quote from the end of the reading that says, "When body bits trace willfully repressed memories and events of an historical past, then we are in a different kind of operating theater. A finely threaded revisiting of connections between body parts and burnt-out tree, past and present, differs from the totalizing of the body in post-traumatic theater, as well as from a theorizing of post-colonial fragmentation and centricism. This process of drawing together in the theater helps to overturn the state of exception, which numbs people to affect and can provide a passage for more than bare life." The main points that I took from this reading were, number one, bodies, the value of bodies, and the value of certain bodies compared to others in different political, social situations historically. The way that stage and screen is like an operating theater, as mentioned in the text, as a place where we can examine bodies, their value, and different historical perspectives, as well as the theater and its power to circumvent the desensitization we have developed to the state of expression and state of exception, and provide a passage for more than bare life, as stated in the quote. Theater has the power to glorify the body and make us more aware of any exceptions we may be holding and unaware of. We, in a media-soaked age, tend to become soaked in a lot of different messages to a point that we're not always aware of which ones we're still carrying. And dance being such a highly physical form, and typically a nonverbal form, gives us a different approach to view some of these concepts from a different perspective and re-examine our own perceptions. How this relates to dance history. This was really interesting and exciting for me to be thinking about. I had initially thought I would come into this and find one particular style that this spoke to, and I found that for me personally, it spoke more to one of the things that I love about dance in general, which is that dance can glorify the body away from those said presuppositions and perceptions that we might have and be unaware of, and allow us to perceive bodies in different ways. Some styles of dance focus on the body as more of a mechanical tool, some of them as more of an aesthetic tool, but they give us an opportunity to not just think about what we're communicating, but how we're able to see bodies in a way that we don't usually in our current culture. Body politics is inevitably a part of dance. It plays into all art forms, but especially dance because it is so highly physical. Perceptions of the body have been a part of the majority of dance history, Rite of Spring being a classic example, how suddenly we're not turned out and we're not these white, sophisticated, classical bodies. We're something different, something foreign, something savage, and the people were not willing to accept that message at that time, and the dance went down in infamy. Isadora Duncan, I found a quote from her that I really loved that said, "She looked to find the divine expression of the human spirit through the medium of the body's movement." I think that attitude in particular is a way that you could look at dance, look at movement in the theater, in analyzing bodies, um, getting away from any kind of alienation or othering, uh, and just see bodies for their capabilities. Um, there's a hip hop style, a subgenre called krump that has been around not terribly long. It started as a way for inner city youth to escape gang life and express feelings of oppression or anger without resorting to violence. Um, I have participated in that style. I'm currently training in it, and it's been a very interesting way to approach moving bodies, coming from a technical training background to now be in a style where the focus is only on what I have to say and how well I can articulate it, and how I look or how someone else looks or where I'm from or where someone else is from is not considered at all. I really struggled through this reading, um, but it really brought out a lot of interesting questions and things that I would like to ponder in the future. I really especially appreciated how throughout was woven this concept of who and when can a body be perceived as its parts versus as a whole, how othering or seeing a body as a bare life, a life that is at a lower level than someone else's, played into this, and how, for different reasons, people have sought to make exceptions to when bodies are valued and use that as a tool for subversive purposes. This has been very interesting, and I enjoyed it very much. I apologize I went a few seconds over. Thank you for listening.